Yeah. Dear students, now we will be moving to numerical part of reaction turbine as a last video in this chapter of reaction turbine. So let us directly move to numerical part of reaction turbine. So here it is. First numerical based on reaction turbine. Dear students, as we know that 50% reaction turbine is known as Parsons turbine, having degree of reaction capital R is equal to 0.5. For any reaction turbine, both inlet and outlet velocity triangles are exactly similar. Henceforth, they are drawn here. So now let us go to the numerical. Clearly mention a 50% reaction turbine with symmetrical velocity triangle running at 400 rpm, value of capital N given 400, has the exit angle of blades as 20 degree. Exit angle of blades 20 degree. Now let me clarify once again. Dear students, please remember that in reaction turbine, inner angles are equal. Alpha 1 is equal to beta 2. So if it is given exit angle of the blades as 20 degree, of the exit angle of the blade, so beta 2 given 20 degree, and this beta 2 is equal to alpha 1. So beta 2 written first and it is equal to alpha 1, that is 20 degree, right? And outer angles are also equal, like say beta 1 and alpha 2. So in reaction turbine, I told earlier that inner angles are equal and outer angles are also equal, and respective lines of velocities are also equal, right? So is it clear? I think so. Now here, according to this numerical, steam flow rate is 8.33 kg per second. Mass flow rate is given. At a particular state, the specific volume is 1.381 meter cube per kg. Specific volume given. Calculate for this stage a suitable blade height. Blade height is asked. Assuming the rotor mean diameter is 1.2 times the blade height, and then we have to calculate diagram work as well. So here, yeah, this is not 1.2, this is, yes, it is 12 times, assuming rotor mean diameter. So here mean diameter capital D is 12 times of H. Okay, so now let us proceed. This value is already given, 1.3 times 35. See, the steam flow rate is 8.33 kg per second at a speed this much, 1.35. This is, yeah, we will see this value later on. Okay, so this Vf1 is nothing but V1 sin alpha 1. This is your Vf1. So this is V1 sin alpha 1. This value is given, in fact. Vw1 is V 1.35 times U. 1.3 times U. Here it is mentioned, you see. Velocity of steam related to the blade at exit as 1.3 times the mean blade speed. Mean blade speed is your U. Mean blade speed is U. So 1.355 times is your velocity of steam relative to the blades at the exit. Blades at the exit. So blades at the exit is always with relative velocity. So VR2 is equal to VR1. VR2 is equal to V1. Why is it so? Because already I told that inner angles are equal and their respective velocity lines are also equal. If alpha 1 is equal to beta 2, so alpha 1 is drawn with V1 and beta 2 is drawn with VR2. Henceforth, these two are equal and these are 1.35 times U. Right? Dear students, now it is clear. So now write down this equation, right? And we can get Vf1 in terms of U. Okay, consider it equation number 1. Now, blade height is given, that is in terms of D. So, let us write down ms into V pi d HVF. In this equation, blade thickness is neglected since it is nothing mentioned in numerical part about blade thickness. Nothing mentioned about blade thickness. So, neglecting blade thickness, henceforth it is written like this. Otherwise, T will come in picture. So, 8.33 this value is given for a mass. Volume is given 1.381. Value of pi. D is given 12 times H. Then this H. Vf is this value. So, H square U into this one. And U is already calculated pi dn. This is also coming in terms of H. So U is finally coming in terms of H. Consider it as equation number 2. So by equating equation 1 and equation 2, so we can write H square into 251 into H equal to 0.661. With this calculation, we can get value of U like this. If once U is known, we can calculate VR2 is equal to V1 with this relation. VR2 is equal to V1 with this relation by multiplying 1.35. If it is known, we can calculate VW1 also, that is V1 cos alpha 1. Alpha 1 is known 20 degree. We can calculate similarly VW2 also. VW2 is your VW1 minus U. VW1 minus U. VW2 is equal to, VW2 is this much, from here to here. So it comes like this, and then diagram power you can calculate. It comes in terms of kilowatt. So now let us move to numerical 2 of reaction turbine. See, numericals either on impulse turbine or reaction turbine can be solved with help of two methods. They are analytical method or graphical method. Graphical method doesn't give the accurate answer rather than analytical method. So we prefer analytical method to solve it. But somewhere with help of only and only graphical method we can solve the numerical part. So now the second problem, it is based on again 50% action turbine, that is a person turbine. Pressure value is now given 3 bar. In the previous numerical, a specific volume was given to you, but to calculate that specific volume V, these two data are given, pressure and dry saturated. The instruction X is equal to 1. So with help of these two data, we can get the value of V from Bollier chart condition now with velocity 120 meter per second. Pressure value given, dry saturated, velocity given 120 meter per second. Other values are given. The mean blade height is 4 centimeter, value of H given. Moving blade exit angle is beta 2. Beta 2, that is this one, which is equal to inner angle alpha 1. Right. Then next, the axial velocity of steam is 0.5 of blade velocity at mean radius. So Vf1 is equal to Vf2. This is your axial velocity. Axial velocity this much and this much. So this is 0.5 times u, 0.5 times of blade velocity at a mean radius. Mass flow rate is given. Steam supply is 1000 kg per hour. So steam supplied 10,000 kg per hour, and then we have to calculate wheel speed, diagram power and diagram efficiency. So dear students, now let us move to calculate first wheel speed. Wheel speed is, with this relation we can write 0.5 times u. If Vf1 is calculated, we can calculate value of u, right, and then Vw1 like this, and then Vw2, diagram power you can calculate, then blade speed ratio, and by using that diagram efficiency you can calculate. If once blade speed ratio is known to us, we can calculate like this. Yeah, now for getting value of V, pressure value is given, both pressure value is given 3 bar and dry saturated. So at 3 bar and dry saturated, we can get from steam tool or Mollier chart, that is 0.576. So with this equation you can calculate blade height and then finally power developed. Stage efficiency is also asked. So for stage efficiency we will have to get isentropic drop, that comes out 0.85 into 10 to the power 3, and you can get value of stage efficiency like this.